Hey traders, GJ here. Welcome to the week ahead. Let's get right into it. This is the first time I've looked at the market since the open, and so my pick trade today is the New Zealand USD. I really like what I've seen. I'm looking at a weekly chart. Here's this baseline that I use. Now this baseline can be anything you like, really doesn't matter for me. It's moving average 21. I think the properties are smooth, and what we've had was the break of this a few weeks ago, because we're looking at the weekly chart, and we've had the retest, and I've had my eye on this because I think that this is going high, largely due to a weakness in the US dollar. And as you can see, my pending order has been taken in. And for those of you that are head and shoulder enthusiasts, you could possibly look at the left shoulder, right shoulder, and the head. And if that's the case, symmetry would be from here to there. So let's get rid of all of that, and let's put the symmetry in. I don't actually take too much notice. I don't take a trade based on a head and shoulders, because patterns are only successful somewhere between 50 and 55% of the time. So I'm not a great fan of them. I don't base my foundation on patterns at all. I'm looking at price action, and so there you have it. And if this is going to go anywhere with the break here, we can expect that maybe it'll top out somewhere in here. So there's the New Zealand USD. You go and have a look at it and you decide what you're doing. The other one that my pending order's been taken in, and this is on the daily time frame, of course, and you can see that we're in stop losses just under here, and we're looking to see a move up. And you could say an inverted head and shoulders here, perhaps. I'll leave you pattern traders your expertise to figure that out, but I really do like the look of that. This here is just a stochastic that I watch. It's called the DiNapoli stochastic, and you can find it if you Google it. You can figure it out for yourself. But for me, this meets the requirements. Had the close of a week last week above here, and I just decided to put a pending order, and I see that it's been taken in. I really like the look of that. Now, I'm also really interested in the New Zealand CAD, and I really do like this. It meets my criteria. I think that we had a major move up here, and that was really nice. We made some good money out of that, and we've had to pull back, and it couldn't get going. It couldn't break through this resistance area here, and it went a little bit lower. Now it's bounced off my baseline, and for me the baseline's big. We've got an engulfing candle here. I have my stop loss under today's candle so far, and I'll watch this closely. It's an interesting beast to trade, this pair, and sometimes you've got to hang in, but I know exactly how much money I want to lose. I'm risking 90 pips on that. I'm looking for it to break this area here, and if I break that area there, once we break that area there, I'll be able to bring that up into break even. Now, if this comes back and turns white on me, I will just take a loss. Right. We've also got the New Zealand Swissy, and this to me is one of the better setups this week. You can see that my stochastic is past the 50 and the trigger is there, and I like that. I like the fact that we had an engulfing candle here. I like the fact that we finish the day on Friday closed here. I just put the pending order above here because there was a resistance area that I wanted it to come up, and we'll see how it goes. You have a look at these trades for yourself and see how you go. Now there's two others that I've quickly had a look at, and that I've got into silver again. Gold trade's going fine. You can see that I'm break even, and now I want to hang on to this baby. I'm looking for a chance to add. I will definitely add if it breaks 1900. I would have liked to have added here, but I missed out on this add. So I can't do anything about that. So I need a retest of this area in here. If it runs, you know, close to the 1900, I'll look for a retest and then a break through the 1900 area. But I'm hoping to hang on to this before the market closed. I took my long-term gold trade off. And like I said to you in the initial introduction video, I'd been trading gold since down here. But I decided to take the profits because this was a key area. I thought, no, I won't hang, I'll take the profit, put a pending order in. And over the weekend, this is where we have it. Not too worried about this here at all. Now let's just take a look at the Euro, NZ, and the Aussie Euro. So the Euro Oz and the Euro Kiwi. So as I said, I'm always looking at price action. We had this beautiful run up here. We've got a double top, a triple top if you like here. We broke this area here, had a close, and this has been a good trade. But of course we've got stopped out and it's pulled back, but it hasn't taken out this high. So I wanted to have a pending order just below this area here. If I put the line in, you can see this was a key area in here of support. We broke that Friday's candle. I decided to just put a pending order under those wicks. I've been taken in. I'm expecting, if it goes well, to look to take some of the trade off, possibly around here. And I'll leave a percentage of the trade on and see if we can get lower, but it's going to have to break this low if it's going to go further long term. The other one is the Euro AUD, and again that was a key area where I've got my stop loss, and the candle finished below there on Friday. It's below my baseline, and I just thought I'd put a pending order just below the support area here, fairly close, and I've been taking it. So those are the trades. Now very quickly, I want to show you how quick it is to check your charts. All daily time frames. So you ready? You can time me. There's no trade here. Alright, wouldn't take too much notice of that today. What I'm looking for is for this level to hold, and I really want to see this level taken out here before I'd be interested in a trade. Just so for me, Aussie Swiss was the other one that I've entered into today. The pending order's been taken. We closed on Friday after a retest of my baseline. We closed up here, so I just put a pending order up into here. It has been taken. I'm looking for this to be the bottom, and looking for some strength in the Aussie against the Swiss, and we'll see how that goes. If you have a look at the weekly, it's a double bottom in here. None of that stuff means a lot, but I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. You have to choose to do what you want to do. So that's as quick as it gets, you know. Not going to waste too much time looking at this stuff. So Aussie JPY, there's no trade. I need to see a break above here, so there's no trade for me. Aussie New Zealand, I'm waiting for another break here. So I just bring down a resistance, and if I catch it breaking through here, I could be interested. CAD Swissy, no trade, no trade. CAD Japan, sorry, there is. We are actually buying this, and I got triggered after this engulfing candle here, and you can see there's been indecision, so I'm looking for that to move on up. A little bit aggressive. It could possibly come down and retest this, but again, it's not going to be a big loss if I lose it. I'm quite happy for it to come down and take me out, but I just think that there is a strengthening in the currencies against the yen starting to take place. So got a small little lot size. If it breaks above here and breaks my baseline, I will get an opportunity to add to it. So we've seen that, we're in on that. There's nothing on the, no action on the Euro CAD, still holding, waiting to see this break lower. Euro, no trade, no trade, no trade. Coming back to the Euro pound, you know, it's got to break these key levels here. Euro ZD, we know we're already in on that trade. Euro USD, no trade. It's got to break out of the resistance or support areas for me. Pound, Aussie, no trade. There's nothing there. Nothing there on the pound Swiss. Pound ZD, nothing. That really would have to, if it was going to come lower, it'd have to break these levels here for me to be interested. Pound JPY, we should put the daily up. And this could be interesting right now. I'm not doing anything, I'm just being patient. But I'm looking for an opportunity to get north on this. And it may take a few days. So this is a key area here that I'm looking at. We're below the baseline, so I can't really take a trade north as yet. But this, I would love in a perfect world for this to come up to here, then come back and then move up. But we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. It's actually broken the trend line if you had a trend line running down. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Pound USD, there's nothing there. That is my template that I use for the Frankfurt Open and stuff. And New Zealand CAD, nah, we're in that because of the engulfing candle. New Zealand Swissy, we're in that because we closed above the baseline. Not on the New Zealand JPY, not yet. But this could be interesting in a few days. We'll just keep an eye on it. It's not ready to go. We're in the Aussie USD and New Zealand USD. USD CAD, we're also in. We're not on Swissy DJPY, we're also in. And we'll see how that goes. Nothing there. Gold, we already know about it. Looks like it's moving up again. And I'm looking, I've got a pending order in silver. Oh, it's been taken in. There you go. And that's aggressive. I should have waited until it broke 24. But any sign that it's going to move up, and this was the engulfing candle on Friday, and it's been up in here to 24 400, 24 480, 24 500. I'm looking for this to go north, so I'll hang on to that. Nasdaq, nothing, and there you have it. That's basically it. That's taken about 7 minutes, and I'm all good to go. So I wish you well this week. I wish you every success, and keep an eye out. I might do a video later in the week just to see how the trades are going. And I will be trading Frankfurt and London. And just if you're interested, just quickly I'll run through what I do. These lines here, so this candle is a Frankfurt candle, and so it's green because we got success. But then later on in the session, in the New York session, it went back the other way. And that was a really good move if you wanted to stay up. And I had a pending order in case it did go back the other way, because it often does after it's had a little Frankfurt candle. And this would have been the London Open, 2, 3, 4. This would have been about 2 hours into the New York. And it took my pending order in, and boom. This one didn't work out, so that was the loss, but all the rest of these are green. And that's a Frankfurt. That was a really good trade. That was the London, and we got a good trade before we got stopped out. So you can see it's pretty successful. And if there's enough interest, I'll do some live trading on the London breakout, Frankfurt and London breakout. If you'd like to join me, you just have to let me know in the comments. So there you have it. We'll talk to you again later in the week. Cheers.